This is the Weather Xtreme video, the morning edition for Wednesday, the 1st of October. Yes, sir. My favorite month of the year, and it's going to feel like October this weekend, but not today. Now, let's go in there and check the big picture over the United States. Big trough out west that will drive a cold front down this way Friday and maybe set the stage for some active storms west of the state today and tomorrow. Pretty chilly behind that trough with 30s and 40s out west. And by golly, we're going to go well down in the 40s this weekend. Guidance keeps coming in colder. There's a watch warning map, some scattered frost and freeze issues over the western U.S., but generally speaking, things are quiet. But later today, the storms could crank up across the heartland, parts of Kansas, Nebraska, Missouri, with a risk of severe weather. And then tomorrow, a fairly large slight risk now on the board, running from the Texas Hill Country to near Chicago and Indianapolis. This includes all of Arkansas, most of Missouri. It includes Memphis. There is an enhancement within that risk area over northeast Texas, east Oklahoma, west Arkansas, and southwest Missouri. But on Friday, there is no risk of severe weather, no formal risk with the SPC outlook. Could be a few strong storms, but severe weather is not expected here, at least on an organized basis. Here's the rain for the next 5 days. This is valid through Monday morning of next week. This is suggesting rain amounts of about 1/2 to 1 inch, and the bulk of that comes tomorrow night and Friday. Tropics remain quiet as a mouse, at least over in the Atlantic Basin here. Let's take a look at modeling. This is the GFS, the OZ run, valid today at 1 o'clock local time. This is at 500 millibars, big trough in the west. But for us, very warm. Not going to feel like the 1st of October. The GFS printing 89. The NAM is printing 88 today. But the dew points will be in the 50s, so it's not going to be like the summer heat. It'll be somewhat comfortable. Then tomorrow, the bulk of the day should be dry. There could be an afternoon storm in spots, especially on the western side of the state. This is the high-res NAM, valid tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock, showing a few scattered storms over northwest Alabama, so the bulk of the day should be relatively dry and still very warm. We might see a few folks touching 90 tomorrow. But don't get used to that because we got a big change coming. Look at Friday. Very vigorous trough digging down in here. Down below that, the surface low is just north of the Great Lakes with a trailing front down through Memphis and Baton Rouge at 1 o'clock. And that will bring a healthy band of showers and storms in here. A reasonable chance the storms will be out of here in time for the high school football games Friday night. For the northern half of the state, maybe some rain lingers over southeast Alabama Friday night. In terms of the severe weather parameters, this is the surface-based CAPE, and those numbers are relatively high for the 3rd of October. The surface-based CAPEs exceed 2,000 joules in a few spots over northwest Alabama. And then you go down toward Mobile, and the numbers exceed 3,000 joules down there. So certainly that is sufficient for some strong storms, but the helicity values are very marginal, the shear values. This is the storm relative helicity from 0 to 1 kilometer, and that's a limiting factor. The EHI generally under 1 unit, so we'll keep an eye on things, but again, with the main surface low so far north, we just don't think severe weather is going to be a big issue. But we'll take the rain. We could use it. Ooh, boy, look at the cold air advection on Saturday. Come on. That's going to be a breezy and very cool day. Looks like we start the day Saturday morning in the 40s and the high only in the 60s, but the sky will be cobalt blue. Up north, the first snowflakes of the season likely around the Great Lakes. Wow. Sunday, again, not as breezy, but just brilliantly sunny. We'll be down in the low and mid-40s early Sunday morning. The high getting up in the low to mid-70s, just picture perfect. Here's a look at the ensemble numbers, and look at those bottom line numbers for Birmingham. 46 Saturday morning, 42 Sunday morning. And you know what that means? Some of the colder pockets will likely see upper 30s for the first time this year. You'll need a jacket going out the door Sunday morning. And the numbers rebound next week, but they're still pretty pleasant. This is Monday. Evidence of a little surface boundary trying to come in from the north, but the air is going to be very dry. We're not going to mention rain. The same thing Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. The sky Partly sunny on those days with highs getting back up toward 80 or maybe low 80s. Let's go a little deeper in the month. 5 days later, this is October 13th. Boy, look at the high amplitude there. Ridging on the west coast, deep troughing just west of here. And again, another vigorous front coming in with a chance of rain. And again, the 540 thickness line diving down to Memphis. And that could be pretty chilly if that works out. And then on the 16th, cool, dry, beautiful fall weather. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can, catch us this evening on the live stream of the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.